Hello Game Gumshoes fans, Chris here with Game Gumshoes. Today I'd like to give a little review of a game called Noon Saloon. It's by Slugfest Games. I've reviewed some of their other games in the past. You'll like this one as well because it's nice and fun. I will cover some of the pieces. First, one of the things I really love about this game is it has the tiniest board out of just about every game I've ever seen. I think I've only ever seen one game that even comes close to it. As you can see, the board game itself looks to be about 4 by 4, 4 inches by 4 inches. On top of that, you'll also get these character sheets for each of your players. The game does do 2 to 6 players, and it does recommend using teams the more people you have. And I can understand that too, because it does help consolidate turns and how bad you'll be fighting and everything like that. So you get a deck of cards. Now, you'll see in the written review that I talk about needing to bridge shuffle these every now and then because they get a little bendy. Just so you know, this is my deck of cards. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but you see how they're kind of sloped here? It's just from them sitting in the box too long. If you break them out and play them on a regular basis, chances are they're not going to get this. But, you know, in the game, I recommend doing a bridge type shuffle. And that's where you take them, you make sure they all connect here, but then you lift them up into a bridge, and they basically tuck into themselves. I know that's not a really good shuffle or anything like that, but hey, this is only a little video and I'm not that good. But no, you'll like them. So, things to pay attention to are your character sheet. You will have your saloon deck, which is what I was just showing you. On the saloon decks, they have all your different things. You know, you have weapons and, you know, trick shots and things like that. It tells you how many bullets your weapon has, things like that. Very important because you can run out of weapons. There are alcohol references in here, so if you have an issue with that, this is a Wild West game, for crying out loud. In the Wild West, they drank whiskey instead of water because it was safer. So, there's that. Now, if you're only playing like a non-team based, so a free-for-all for everybody, you'll want to take out all the cards with this little logo in the corner. That is for team play. The nice thing is the box has little compartments in it that you can separate all the different cards out into. So you've got your saloon deck. You got your saloon deck with multiplayers. You have your character cards. As you can see, they've got information on one side and not on the other. It's for more advanced play, and you'll recognize some of the characters. There's the man with no name, and there's the kid. Although he's not Billy the Kid, that would be, you know, not good. Here's Ben Haxon. He's a trick shot expert. So, Wild Bill Hickok. And if you liked the Wild Wild West TV show, you have James Masterson, the gunslinger. So, and of course you have your female characters too, but, you know, I digress. Other things you're going to watch out for is your load deck. So whenever anything tells you to go ahead and get more bullets, which you keep track of your bullets with these little bitty tokens that look like bullets. You're going to draw something from the load deck to find out how many bullets you get. Now, you see 4 here, but the bullets can be as low as 1 measly bullet all the way up to fully loaded. So keep that in mind. You will be keeping track of your life with this nifty little heart. Actually, it's technically not life, it's grit. But you'll basically place this over top of whatever number you're using, depending on how many players are playing and that sort of thing. It does vary what your starting is. To represent your character on the game board, you have little chips that show your character. There's the white side and there's the orange side. Let's see, anything else in there of interest? No, not really. So basically, on the game board, and in the earlier picture, you get to see this next to my computer screen, so you can see exactly how much space it really does take up, because it's tiny. I mean, look, this is my head. But, so all the little dots on the board are spaces you can take up with your little character. You know, orange, you know, are cover spots. So you're in cover, out of cover. But basically, once everybody gets their stuff, they get two bullets, their character coin, the company coin. A lot of it's in the written review, as much as I hate to say it. I even gave a breakdown, what I like to call the anatomy of the card, which goes into detail about what all the different things on the card mean. Although you will get that when you buy the game, because it'll be in the rules. Speaking of rules, you have a lovely rule book, and you know, it's a nice thick rule book. It's got full descriptions and pictures and everything. It goes into how to play, how to use the game board, things like that, all the different phases, and you know, how much each pull is worth and what it does, and how to spend the bullets, attack enhancements. So if you've played On Guard or Kung Fu, then some of these features of the game will look familiar, because they are very similar to those. And if you're not ready for a full game, there is also the rules summary sheet, just one sheet. But there are multiples for each player that you can keep next to you, and it gives you a rundown of the turns and icons that are important. That way, if you want to just take it out of the box, play it, you're good to go. Now, I will say this game is really fun, and if you want to, and something I definitely recommend, if you want to make it more interesting for you, is play with it. I mean, not just play the game, but play with it. In fact, I should recommend this on any game you play. If it doesn't quite seem like you're having enough fun, you know, feel free to camp it up while you're playing. You know, start talking in different voices. You know, feel free to go, oh crap, sorry about that. That was really bad. You don't want to do that. That'd be like somebody stepping on a duck or something, and it's not good. But, you know, the whole wah, wah, wah. I don't recommend throwing tumbleweeds at anybody, but, you know, voices and all that kind of thing can be fun. Now, you basically want to make sure that you eliminate your other characters by removing all their grit. Your weapons really come in handy. There are manual weapons as well as ranged weapons and things like that. Let's see. You know, honestly, I just sit down with this game, play it if you get a chance. I got my copy at Gen Con from the Slugfest guys, but you know, that doesn't mean you can't pick it up somewhere else to play. It's probably going to be one of the games we're playing this Saturday when we go out to play, as well as a couple of the other ones that are getting reviews and videos soon. Although this one has been played, I've even played it with some of the creative team at Slugfest. That way I get a basic idea. And I won't emphasize this too much, but definitely read my written review, because it goes into a lot more detail than what I'm trying to rattle off here, just so you guys can get an idea of what our games are about and what the games are about. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to let you go, and I'll see you on the next video. Have fun gaming, guys.